afternoon. It's actually 1:24. I'm just now starting the vlog for the day. We woke up a little earlier and Tesla was just being too cute, man. Like, he was super cuddly and I fell back asleep. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I ended up getting her up around noon, and by that time our Instacart order was here and I had to put all of that away. And so I'm just now getting to the point of opening up some caffeine and getting started with my day. We did not do coffee this morning. I actually opened a Bang, not only out of convenience, but also because I like to alternate my caffeine source. Sometimes I'm just not feeling the coffee and cream and just kind of want to go for an energy drink. And no matter your politics surrounding different brands, I can't deny that Bang makes some pretty phenomenal flavors. So we're gonna do some chores today. As always, we're gonna start our dinner for this evening in a slow cooker, and then we'll do some story time. Now that I've got all the sausage and onion cooked up and stuff, we're gonna put together stuff in our slow cooker, which is right down there, and make dinner easy, because I am not a fan of last minute cooking. So this evening for story time, we're going to put the finishing touches on a drink that I've been playing with for a while. It's one of Liam's favorite frozen drinks, and you can kind of get an idea of what I might be planning from the ingredients behind me. You'll get a first glance at it when we sit down here in a little bit. All right, so my drink has a little less in it than I originally shot for you guys. I kind of dug in before really starting the story time portion of this vlog because it looked so pretty. And it looks so pretty. Mudslides are great. I wanted to give Liam a chance to taste it, and then I tasted it, and I couldn't help it. So while I was setting up the camera, I just kind of started drinking it. This is our 7th video. We're 7 videos in, and I'm sure by now most of you have noticed that a couple dogs have come into frame. And I think all of them have come into frame at this point. I don't know if you guys at home were keeping track, but I actually have 6 dogs. I know it sounds like a lot, and I'm sure that you're asking yourself, how did you end up with 6 dogs? Well, each one of them has a very unique story, and I'm going to kind of talk about each one of them a little bit right now. So the first dog that we have is Sumo, and he is an 8-year-old Japanese Chin, and he was actually Liam's dog before I met him. He ended up getting Sumo because he and his previous girlfriend were breaking up, and he was really attached to the dog they had together, who was also a Japanese Chin. And so he went back to the breeder and met Sumo. And Sumo is that previous Chin's actual brother, different litter, but they're still related. So he ended up getting him. There's a little bit of history with him being brought back. He's a little big for a Japanese Chin, but we love him anyway. And then we have Voltaire, and Voltaire is a 7-year-old Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, and we actually got Voltaire together, but he is my dog, and we got him for Valentine's Day. I know it sounds really super cheesy, but I was looking for a dog of my own. I was really attached to Spaniels from a previous relationship, and I ended up looking at Cavaliers because they were small, they were good apartment dogs, and I was in an apartment at the time. But by the time that I actually got him with Liam, we were already living together. But I had done a lot of research into the breed. So Voltaire was from a breeder, but nobody really wanted him. His markings are wrong as I look at him. So on one side it kind of like cuts over his eye, the Blenheim color. It's not quite right. So my gimbal kept resetting, so I needed to kind of move my camera a little bit, which is why the angle might look a little funny to you guys now. So anyway, as I was saying, so Tesla came into our lives after Voltaire. Matter of fact, about a year after Voltaire. We got Tesla because I needed a running buddy. And I tried to take Voltaire, this little 25-pound Cavalier, out for a 40-minute run. Not a good idea. He was exhausted. So we needed a dog that could run with me. And we went through a bunch of different dogs, and we did a lot of research, and finally ended up with either a Weimaraner or a Vizsla. Well, I had met a Weimaraner before. I very much liked them, and but Liam had never met a Weimaraner or a Vizsla. So we ended up going to a park that was local, and miraculously somebody had a Weimaraner and a Vizsla. And Liam got to meet both and was just totally smitten by the Vizslas. So we ended up getting Tesla. And Tesla, his mom actually passed away when he was 3 weeks old from a breast infection. And the breeder was terribly happy about the fact that we had other dogs in the house and it would help him learn how to be a dog. So we took him. After that, we got Ruby, and she'll be turning 6 this month. And we got her because Tesla didn't understand he was bigger than the other dogs. And he really needed like a buddy to run around with. And so it's a long story about Ruby, but we actually rescued her. She came from a Craigslist ad, and we drove 6 hours to go get her. And then we ended up getting Piper, and Piper is a 3-year-old, as of yesterday, a 3-year-old Shiloh Shepherd. And with her, we ended up coming to an agreement with her original owner that she would be better off in our household due to just pack integration. So we ended up keeping her. And then the last one that we recently got was Odin. And Odin is Tesla's actual litter mate. But we only got him 1.5 years ago. He was brought into a rescue that I work with, a Vizsla rescue that I work with. And we went down to go get him. We found out that he was Tesla's actual litter mate. He was a foster. And I kept saying for 3 months that he is just a foster. And then I gave in and we kept him, and he became my foster failure. So unfortunately I don't have the room to foster another dog now because I have Odin, which is not a bad thing. He fit really well into our house, and he's just such a sweet boy. I just couldn't let him go. So that is my quite literal pack. You'll probably see them crop up in videos. because they're just so excited and they want to see what's going on.